Hey, what's up guys? My name is John and I'm an emergency medicine physician assistant. And in today's video, I have not one, not two, not three nor four, but 6 different physician assistant salary offers to run through with you guys and going through what makes them a good offer or not. In addition to that, I'll be pulling data from the 2020 AAPA salary report and sharing some of that with you guys. That way I hope that I can paint whether or not these 6 offers are good deals, bad deals, what have you. And this has become a series on my channel. This is the 3rd video. Check the video description down below for the past videos. If you like content like this, subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss out on any future videos. And please just take a millisecond and hit that like button. That way we get seen by more people on YouTube. Let's get started, guys. Offer number 1. I just got a job offer to work at a county correctional facility. Here's the breakdown. $74 an hour, working 4 8-hour shifts for 32 hours a week. I get full medical coverage, malpractice, 401k, 6 paid holidays a year, PTO, 24 hours of sick time per year, and $750 towards continuing medical education. It seems like a decent new grad offer, but given that I'm in California, let alone a very expensive part of California, I'm considering negotiating for a higher hourly wage. Any thoughts? Thank you. So of course I'm going to start this video with a California salary offer because California has a higher cost of living. Their salaries tend to be a bit higher than the rest of the country. So I hope I'm not, negatively biasing the salaries coming up in this video. According to the AAPA, PAs that work in a corrections facility, the 50th percentile is about $108,000. However, there's an issue with the report on this because there's a low sample size of PAs who work in jails who participated in this particular study. So the issue with working in a corrections facility is you do get that slight premium because of your work environment. Not everybody feels comfortable working in a jail. If you can handle it, you'll be fine. Personally, in terms of your offer, I like it. I would take that job if you do feel comfortable working in a corrections environment. $74 an hour is good. And then the fact that you're only working 32 hours a week. Your benefits are decent. I mean, the CME could be bumped a little bit. The amount of sick time could probably be bumped also, but I assume that the 24 hours means it's 3 days worth, which is pretty standard. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid offer. Offer number 2 is a comparison between 2 different job offers. Thus, I shall tell you guys which one I think is better. Compare these job offers, neurology versus family medicine. The first offer is outpatient neurology with a 2-year contract, $90,000 with benefits, malpractice, 14 days paid time off, 1 hour commute each way, Monday to Friday. They wrote 9 to 6. I'm not sure if they meant 9 to 6 or 9 to 5. No weekend, no call. Practice would include me and the doctor on site. Training period is a few weeks and a slow build up to a patient load of 15 patients per day. $1,000 for CME, and I can take 5 days off for that CME. Offer number 2 is a family medicine outpatient clinic, 2-year contract, $95,000 with benefits and malpractice, 12 days of paid time off, a 10 to 15 minute commute each way. I work Monday to Saturday, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, with Friday and Saturday ending at 12 p.m. Call is every 6 weeks for 1 week by phone. There are multiple providers on site, including a PA, a nurse practitioner, and a doctor. Similar build-up of patients, but the goal is to get to 20 patients per day by the end of January. I get $1,200 of CME and 3 days to take those credits. There's some caveats. Offer number 2 has hired multiple PAs, including new grads. Offer number 1 has not had a PA before. I'm fine with either specialty, but thinking family medicine would make a better first job. I'm not in a place where I can move to shorten the commute of offer number 1, nor do I want to because it's in a place I don't really want to live in. According to the AAPA salary report, both offers seem to be kind of on point. They're saying that $90,000 is the 25th percentile for neurology with 0 to 1 years of experience. So you're more or less within that range. Meanwhile, $95,000 is the 50th percentile for family medicine PA with no experience. My thoughts on the offer is if That is indeed not a typo when you're working from 9 to 6. You are actually working 45 hours a week, not to mention that you have a 10-hour commute each week for the neurology job. I know that it sucks to work 6 days a week, especially if you consider that no Saturday is sacred and you'll be working a half-day Saturday. So it is a big sacrifice, especially since you're locking yourself into a 2-year contract. I personally think offer number 2 is the lesser of the two evils. You get paid a tiny bit more money, a shorter commute because an hour commute will drive you insane, a bit more support, provider support on site. They've trained new grads before. Sometimes it's a risk to go with somebody who hasn't had a physician assistant before because they might not know your role really well and know how to utilize your skills to the best of your ability. They also might not be great at teaching you or helping you get started. I have nothing against neurology. I was always kind of interested in neurology and even neurosurgery at one point. And if you start out with family medicine, you kind of get a broad base of practicing medicine, right? You get to be involved with everything. When you kind of jump right into a specialty, which is fine for people who want to do that, you just have to think of the long-term implications, which could mean that at a later point, 5-10 years down the line, if all you did is neurology and you want to switch to something, it might be very difficult for you to do so just because of the knowledge gap, being so focused in one specialty. All right, guys, offer number 3. New grad offer for primary care. I will likely be seeing 16 to 20 patients a day, either in person or via telemedicine. 5 to 6 weeks of training with the current physician assistant. $104,000 salary, which equates to $50.50 an hour. I'm working 36 hours per week. Health and dental insurance coverage, 401k. The position is in Rhode Island. I'm currently in Massachusetts. 24 hours of weekend call, 4 weeks of paid time off, paid holidays, and 3 days for continuing medical education. It's about an hour commute from my current home, but does sound like a good situation. I am open to moving. I would also like to save money. Any advice is appreciated. So my thoughts on this for a new grad is that it is also a solid offer, especially for family medicine. You have a training period, which is good. Hopefully by the time the end of those few weeks, you start feeling a bit more comfortable seeing patients. You get 4 weeks paid time off. You get CME money. There is health insurance and a 401k. You don't mention if there's a 401k match. I would hope that there is. And I mean 16 to 20 patients a day for family medicine. 36 hours a week. What's not to love, right? And I'm happy that you say that you're open to moving because once again, a 1-hour commute each way will really take the life out of you, even if you love driving, even if you listen to a podcast. It's a lot of time to commute. So you should, if you feel like this practice is going to be your home for the next couple of years, consider at least maybe moving and renting something. You should try to find a way to minimize that commute because in the long term, it'll be a big quality of life improvement. The last offer is once again another comparison. Offer number 4 between a psych position and a family medicine position. Offer number 1 is family medicine in New York City. $105,000 with $5,000 signing bonus for the first year. A 1-year contract with 2 1-year extensions. They pay 65% of healthcare, dental, and vision. Claims made coverage with tail to be covered by myself. Non-compete of a 3-mile radius for any clinic for 3 years. I looked at their clinics and this is essentially pushing me out of the borough. I'm eligible for 401k after 1 year, 60 days notice required if I want to quit. They haven't gotten back to me about CME, 15 days paid time off. There was also a clause that said if they lose any money from an audit, I'll be liable to pay it back. The schedule is 8 to 5, Monday to Friday, 1 Saturday a month. Patient load is 26 patients per day. The problem is they expect you to be fairly independent from the start. There's only 3 days of onboarding and fairly little oversight thereafter. And this is a new grad offer, so first of all, already it doesn't sound like that should fly. Offer number 2 is a psychiatry position in Southern California. Is $110,000 a year with the potential to make another $5,000 in a quarter after seeing 30 patients on average. I mean, that sounds like a lot of patients. $7,500 if I see 32 patients average in that quarter. The typical expected patient load is 28 patients per day after 4 weeks of training. There is 401k, medical insurance coverage, dental and vision is discounted, company profit sharing after 1 year, which sounds kind of awesome. After 90 days, I'm eligible for 3 sick days, 10 days of paid time off, plus 8 holidays. They provide with medical malpractice insurance. There are no CME days and no CME allowance. The thing I like about this place is I wouldn't have to move across country, and they present themselves as a family where they will train me and make sure I'm competent because they really want me to succeed, which I really love. They have provider meetings once a month where a provider will each have to do a presentation on a topic, which is again cool because I get more opportunities to learn. 28 patients per day seems high, but there's not much therapy. Most of it is outpatient medicine management with some detox. I forgot to add psych requires 1 call night a week and 1 call weekend a month, but I never go to the office. I just answer questions from home. The reviews from former employees on Indeed and Glassdoor are also stronger for the psych job versus the family medicine job. Any thoughts? So let's start with some data. The 50th percentile for psychiatry is $110,000. So you'll be starting at a good spot. Although in California, the median base PA salary is $130,000. So even though $110,000 will be good in terms of a PA in the United States, it might not be great for a PA in the state of California. I'm not really a fan of either of these jobs really, but the psych job, offer number 2, definitely sounds way better than the New York City job, especially considering the non-compete clause, which means that if you were to leave that family practice, they're saying that you cannot practice within a 3-mile radius of that clinic for 3 years. And in terms of New York City, where you have a bunch of clinics and health centers in close proximity of one another, that could be a huge deal breaker because effectively, if you leave, you're getting kicked out of that borough and you have to go look for a job elsewhere. The reason employers do this is because if somebody gets used to seeing you as a provider and you go switch to a competing clinic that is right across the street, well, more likely than not, you're going to also take some patients with you, and thus the clinic will lose business. Non-competes get very complex, and if you have a non-compete in your employment contract, you should definitely talk to an employment lawyer and figure out the implications of leaving your job before you actually sign up for the job, right? But the psych job is just better, not only because you get slightly more money, but also because it sounds like, once again, you have a better support system. I'm not sure what type of practice wants to train a new grad for 3 days and then dump them off seeing patients independently. It doesn't make any sense. It sounds like the office environment and the work environment is better with the psych job as well. And you have to just consider quality of life when you're going to work, right? You don't want to hate going to your job. The family medicine clinic in New York City, obviously I haven't seen it. I'm going off your description. Sounds like a job you might not enjoy. The psych job sounds like a job that you may enjoy. You also say that SoCal is close to home, so there's also a big concern about traveling halfway across the country. It's not for everybody. All in all, I think offer number 2 is a stronger offer, and I would definitely go with that one if you are between these 2 offers. Guys, so we've reviewed 6 different offers from 4 different individuals, and I hope this video helped highlight a few of the job offers that are out there in 2020 for physician assistants. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you have a job offer or you want to chat with me, hit me up on Instagram. I'll be happy to answer your messages. If you like videos like these, subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more salary breakdowns and physician assistant salary videos. And guys, I hope you stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.